Hey guys, welcome to Buck Brothers Podcast. This is episode 1. Just gonna kind of do a little introduction and introduce ourselves. My name is Landon. This is my younger brother Blaine.
Hey guys.
Just gonna kind of talk about how we kind of got into hunting, and then just maybe a little bit about what plans we have for this up and coming season for 2025.
We got some big plans too coming.
Yep.
So we're excited.
Yeah, very excited. Yep, basically we'll just kind of do a little rundown on how we got into hunting. Obviously we've been hunting for, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, since we were like
about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Maybe a little younger than that.
Yeah.
But
we've always been in the, going to bow shoots. My dad, he's always had us in it. And I mean, we went to bow shoots, like you said, 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah,
dragging
5 or 6 years old.
little bows around too.
Yep. My first bow was a Browning.
And
I think
mine was the same as yours.
So I think that bow that I used was it was a Browning, but Blake used that before me.
Yep.
And then Dad got you the same one.
Yep. So it kind of just went down. Went from my older brother, Blake,
little hand me down
to you,
yep,
and to me.
But yeah, we've been hunting for quite some years now. My dad pretty much got us into it.
We're kind of getting a little bit more serious into it though. Like we used to just kind of it's brown, it's down type of stuff. Like, and I mean, we're still like we're not like that. We're kind of like if it's brown, it's down. We still kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, now we're at the point now where it's we're looking for older age class deer, or where we're at in Michigan. We're in southern Michigan, and we're looking for like I said, the older age class. 3-year-old or older.
Yep.
Or 125 class plus.
Especially because we hunt a lot of public too. So
yeah.
If a 125-inch buck comes out here in public, I mean, more than likely I'm taking it.
I mean, 125-inch buck, 120-inch buck, public or private. That's kind of what we're after right now. Obviously, where we're hunting.
Yep.
On our private little piece we have, and public. If we was down in Kansas or something, we'd be probably looking closer to like 140 class or
or bigger.
Yeah,
there's always bigger, but.
Yeah, so the little piece, I guess we'll talk a little bit about, probably a little bit about the private that we got. Actually, I didn't tell you, did I?
Turn my phone off.
That guy gave me a call back.
Did he really?
Yeah, so he doesn't want to sell. He doesn't want to sell the property, but he did say that we could hunt it.
Did he really?
I meant to actually tell you. I swear to God,
no way. Wow.
So we have that to hunt, which is 13 acres.
Yep.
Plus the 7 or 8 we have now, so. That puts us
at like what?
13. Puts us at about 21 acres.
21 acres, yeah. Oh my God, if we get
well, what's nice too is like where we hunt at on our private piece. It butts up to like this little refugee or whatever it is. It's like a natural preserve where
that no one can hunt it.
Yeah, no one can hunt it. So, the lady that owns it, she's she's against hunting. So, those bucks just get to grow and grow and grow. So
we've seen a couple too on the guy's property that we obviously get to hunt now. Which is we're really excited because like traveled through that spot nonstop, and then finally one of them crossed over onto our property. Yep.
Yeah, the one right above my shoulder here. This is my bow buck from last year. Shot him on October 26th.
Yep.
Didn't end up finding him until the 27th. We ended up having to call the dogs in or whatever, and we ended up finding him down inside the river, probably 100 yards from where I shot him, if that. And he was folded up underneath of a log jam and called the dogs in and ended up finding him. I stood over top of him probably at 15 yards and I never even seen him.
Man, that was the best. I mean, I don't know. It
was a good feeling, I can tell you that much. That's my biggest buck to date still.
Especially we've hunted that. What was that? That was our second year, right?
Second year hunting there.
In our first year, we had some struggles.
A lot of opportunities, missed opportunities.
I mean, it was hard though. I mean, we've had them come up close, and then they kind of got downwind of us and kind of
caught our wind,
or the does, or just kind of didn't bring them all the way to us. If that doe would have came up beside my tree stand, I'd have shot that big buck at 20 yards.
Smoked him 20, 25 yards. But no, I think we're last year we hunted the wind like we should. Obviously, we're big into scent control now, and just trying to keep our scent as good as possible. Like I said, hunting the wind. And that's kind of what I did last year. I took it a little more serious than I usually do, and it the hard work paid off.
Yeah, like we put so much boots on the ground too last year on public, private. We've actually found a couple good sheds last year. They weren't giants, but they were just, we found sheds because we put a lot of boots on the ground. Like we never used to do that. And we got really serious over the last year.
Yeah, we probably, honestly, last year, I'd say last year, we probably walked, I couldn't even tell you, over a million steps.
I mean, just
literally.
steps after steps. And
just miles and miles and miles, probably.
Boot after boot, you know, just walking. And
constantly
scouting.
walking.
That's why we actually shot some nice bucks last year, and hard work, it pays off, man.
It did pay off for sure. And then obviously this coming year, September 27th is when we head on down to Ohio.
Yep.
Obviously we can't hunt until the 28th. But this would be our first out of state hunt. Pretty excited about that because that's going to be. We'll be hunting on new grounds, and we've put some trail cameras up at the end of the year. We've got onto some pretty decent bucks. I think we're on to probably got, I'd say we got one around 140, 145.
Yeah, at least.
And then a couple 125s maybe.
Yeah, and then maybe a couple hundred. We got like 200 or 300.
We actually found, I don't know how many did we found total? Found two different deadheads.
Oh, we found two different deadheads, kind of in the same spot. Which was crazy.
Each side of the river, too, which was sweet.
On both sides of the river. So the first, what was it, the second day we went down? The first day we went down, we found 2 sheds, which was insane. Like, we were both like this ain't real. Like, they weren't big sheds, but it was just crazy to go down there and just.
Well, it was nice to find it. I mean, each day we went down there, we found something.
Yeah.
Found a couple other sheds.
Those deadheads we found. Yeah, this is one of the
sheds that he found in Ohio when we went down.
Nothing crazy, but still
not very big, but still a nice shed.
And we found this one too.
He was all chewed up.
But still, it's cool finds, man, on public land.
But yeah, super excited about the up and coming 2025 season. And then excited to head down to Ohio.
Yep.
It'll be you, me, Devin, and Dad. So that'll be a blast.
Man, it's gonna be. Are we getting an Airbnb, right?
Yep, gonna get an Airbnb together, and
we were gonna go down there, and because we didn't know if Dad and they were gonna want to go or not. Being out of state.
Well, it's kind of when we came up across this place from a buddy of ours. He kind of pointed us in the right direction on where to go. But we went down probably a month or two ago.
Yep.
And it was kind of a last minute thing.
Yeah.
Kind of just jumped in the truck and headed on down there. But I was definitely glad we did because and was able to touch grounds down there.
Able to touch grounds down there. We found some good sign. Found some good sheds.
Bunch of sweet, nice
not
sheds.
Not big, we found stuff. The first time we ever went down there.
Nice sheds.
Second day we go down there, we found an 8-point, probably like what? 100 inches, 110 inches, 100 inches to 110.
100 inch 6 point.
And then...
Or is this... No, it's 8
wait, it's an 8. Yeah, it's an 8.
Yeah, it's an 8-2, yep.
And then we went on the other side of the river. What was that, like the next week?
Yep, the next week.
And then he found, I'm pretty sure it's a big 6. The tips are actually chewed off. So we don't know if it had other points going up or what. But
big 6 point. A lot
thick.
Of mass, probably at least 100 inches.
I mean, it was probably
super
only
nice buck.
15 inches wide, but a lot of good mass. Nice tall tines.
Yep.
Just a really great buck.
Yep. So yeah, it's a little bit of what we got going on for 2025, and then here, like I said, in our private piece, it's about 20 to 23 acres in total.
Yep.
On the partial we have up on top, we're gonna plant. Gonna do some kind of food plot. We're not sure exactly what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna do like sugar beets or
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's probably gonna be our best bet.
We're kind of still gotta sit down and kind of come up with something.
Come up with a game plan for that. But
yeah, I'm so excited for this year, man. Like, you could actually want to tell them the bows that you're shooting too.
Yeah, I'm shooting Matthews Lift, 33. Got that in the ambush color, or not ambush color, but I think it's earth.
Yep.
It's all decked out with all the yellow. Got a yellow string.
That's what we did today. Too,
yeah.
By the way, we shot our bows.
Yeah, them lifts are sick, man. There's some sweet bows. Still planning on getting the Lift X too. The lift, just the regular lift, would probably be my backup bow for this coming year.
Yep. And then I got a Matthews V. It's a VXR.
Yep.
28. So it's a very good shooting bow. I only paid $450 for that.
Yeah, no, it's
I got
nice
a great deal.
Yeah, you got a
that
super
bow,
good deal on it. But
Yeah, you got a super
good deal on it. But
I was shooting bare bows, so I kind of switched up. Went to that. It's a little older bow, but you know what? It's gonna get it done for this year. So
yeah, no, I didn't mean it. It's like I said, it's a couple years older, but it'd still be a good bow. It's new to you.
Yep.
So
and I've never shot Matthews. This is the first time I've ever shot Matthews.
Yep.
I'm already kind of hooked.
Yeah, I've always shot. I mean, I guess growing up I shot Bowtech obviously, and then I got into shooting Prime, and
yep.
I've shot Matthews. I've had Phase 4s and V3Xs, and I've shot a variety of bows myself. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of what we're shooting for bows, and then just I guess kind of what we got.
Yeah.
You know, so far what we got planned for the 2025 season. We actually just got done about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, doing some more shed hunting on some public land down here in Michigan where we live close by.
Yep.
Next week it sounds like we'll be heading back to Ohio next Saturday.
Yep. Next Saturday we're gonna head to Ohio and do some more scouting and
some more shed hunting.
And just kind of just find some more spots so when we go down there we're not just lost. You know what I mean? So when we go down there we know, okay, we're gonna hunt here for a few days.
Just kind of having a game plan, a good strategy on where to go. For like, you know, before we'd always kind of just wander off and just head on down there, or you know, head on to some public piece, and didn't really put a lot of time and effort in. And like I said last year, I feel like we just put, I mean, just thousands and thousands and thousands of steps in, and
it paid off.
It ended up paying off.
Yeah,
you know, public and private. So yeah, this year for 2025, I mean, I'm super stoked. I can't wait to see what happens.
Psyched.
We got a couple bucks on camera. We're just still waiting for them to shed, and that's on a public piece in Ohio.
Hopefully next week if we go down there, because usually they say they shed within middle of March, late March, and sometimes even before that. But usually they say the big ones shed right. Sometimes late March. It just depends. I guess
it all depends. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we went. When did we first go? February.
Yeah, it was in February.
Yeah, we went in February, and we found a couple sheds in February. Obviously, those some younger bucks. It was middle February, beginning of February.
Yep.
But no, yeah, we're gonna head on back down there now that they don't have any snow, and we got some warmer days coming ahead. So
yes, sir.
Today was pretty nice out. Me, Blaine, our brother-in-law Devin, and my father, whatever, we all went out today, and we were over there cooking out and shooting the bows,
grilling out and shooting bows.
Yep.
Can't get no better than that.
No, I'm excited for these better days.
We got some bow shoots coming up too. We're gonna be at the bow shoots a lot, and I wanted to talk about that because you brought up your Prime, and I wanted to talk about that story when we were hunting the little piece of property around. It's only 7 acres. Me and my brother were hunting together, and what was it? Did you hook the bow in, or you said I hooked it in?
I said I hooked it in. You are, I'm letting it down, and you let it down all right. It fell probably 30 feet.
Man,
broke my Sherpa quiver I had on it. $200 quiver, $160 quiver, something like that.
Man, I'm surprised that bow. And you shot this buck right behind you with that bow.
Yeah, so that was a used bow too.
Yeah,
I bought from Bob's Gun and Tackle up in Hastings.
Very good bow though. I mean, it took a fall, for it, and you still got it done.
Yep.
So it's pretty exciting.
Yep.
But yeah.
But
we're gonna talk about a little bit more about public, kind of. You know, we've been hunting public, like I said, for a while now, but we're trying to get on to some more bucks. You know, on public. I mean, we got our private, like we said, but public, we want to get a couple down on public.
Especially like Publix, I mean, especially here in Michigan, Public's a lot more difficult than other places. I mean, it's, you know, we're super pressured, and we still live in an area where if it's brown, it's down. It doesn't matter if it's it don't matter what it is. Down. I mean, it's got buttons on it.
Yeah,
they're gonna knock the milk right off the lips. I can guarantee you that.
I mean, we've talked to a lot of hunters too.
Yeah,
like they're like, I haven't seen. Like there's some hunters out there like I'm just getting out of work.
Haven't seen a single deer.
You know, a nice decent 8-point comes out, they're cracking it.
Yeah, I mean they do not hold whatsoever. Like I said, I mean they'll shoot whatever there is. I mean they're gonna shoot it. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But so it's obvious it's hard down here, especially. I mean, you know, they're not waiting for a 120-inch buck. They see an 80-inch 8-point, they're taking it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm cool with it. Hey, I mean,
I'm all game.
Yeah. I mean, I've you know, I'll air them too. I don't care.
Yeah, no judge.
I obviously, like I said, I mean, I'm holding out for some bigger class bucks this year.
I mean, hunting's all about being together, man, as family. Memories and stuff. It's always nice to shoot big bucks too, and that's what we're after. That's our time in our year that we're after.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about
timing,
the camaraderie, and just hanging out with the family and everybody getting together and having a good time.
Yeah.
And obviously, everyone wants to shoot a big buck.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just, I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's just a chase. You know what I mean?
It really is, though.
Like after I tagged out and shot that buck, I was kind of bored because I was tagged out by October 26th.
So you shot one on public, and you shot this one on our piece of private.
Yep. So I kind of was sad that it was over, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that
you went out with me a couple times though.
Yeah, we did some buddy hunting stuff and a little bit of filming.
Seen a lot of. I actually got a buck on camera I got a buck that we shot last year that I recorded.
Yep.
And you got
buck. We're after this for this coming year on our private piece. Last year, I mean, we guesstimated him around probably 140, 145.
Talking about the 10 point.
The 10 point.
Yep. Very. I mean, it was like it's a perfect buck.
Yeah, main
5x5.
Yeah, 5x5. Nice 10 point.
Beautiful. It's a white rack too, so it's.
Yeah, he's a beautiful
like
buck.
To get our hands on.
Honestly, I think it was that 8 point from the years prior.
So?
I think
it could be. Yeah,
I think so. He's got the same exact. I mean, just looks the same exact build. Obviously, he's got more mass and tine length this year. And we went out and we looked a little bit, but I think they're shedding a little farther down
on the other property.
On the other properties,
or the property that we can't hunt, the reserved property,
like that natural preserve area.
Or preserved, yeah.
That's one of our ones we're after this year. We're hoping, he's probably gonna be close to. I mean, he could stay at the 140, 145, but I'm hoping
like 160,
he's
170.
Man,
somewhere
he'll probably be in the 150s this year. He's definitely got some more growing to do, and I think last year I'm thinking he's probably close to probably 3 years old last year. So
oh yeah, for sure.
He's definitely at that 4-year-old mark. 4-year-old 10 point at 145 inches down here in Michigan. That's a pretty good buck.
That's a great buck.
I mean,
especially when you're in
to
Michigan.
me that's a monster.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're at. That's one of the ones we're after this year. And then there was that big 7 point.
Was it
125? Yeah, 7.
The 7
yep,
or the
7 point.
Yep, the old one. You're talking about the old one, the saggy.
Yep.
Neck on it was really. He had a really.
He was old, big old droopy
saggy.
neck. A lot of his face was completely peppered.
And white.
That's another buck that we're kind of after.
If he's still alive.
He's still alive, yeah, hopefully.
He was. I don't know what age he would have been last.
Well, I can tell you now the one that I seen when I was out doe hunting late doe season.
Yep.
He probably 160 inch 12 point, and man, it was hard. It was hard to have to see him walk
30 yards, right?
30 yards. He walked right in front of me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Couldn't pull the trigger, had to let him walk. That sucked.
But
looked for his sheds for a while. I'm gonna go back out and look here in the next week or two.
That was late season too, so
yeah, it was
that
late
shows
season.
He's still around. So.
Yep, he was still around.
Hopefully we get a crack at him.
He was a great buck. I mean, that was an absolute monster.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a couple deer that we're after. There's a little bit of plans that we got going on for this season.
This is our one plan. It's a podcast.
Yeah, this is something. This podcast is kind of something we've been wanting to do for the last year or so.
Yep.
We've kind of thought about it, threw it around, tossed it around, the idea of it around.
We were just a little nervous at first to come on here. And
yeah, I mean, everybody's nervous. You're talking in front of a camera through a mic, so
and
it's different. You know what I mean? But
once you could talk about it, then once you get doing it, it's like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think as time goes on, we'll get better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Obviously, looking for more views. The whole point of doing it is because we enjoy talking about hunting.
Yeah, we love hunting. This is what we
just to be able to share our passion with other people.
Yeah, share our hunts too. You know what I mean? Like we want to share our hunts with you guys, and we're gonna be self filming. We're gonna be buddy hunting this year. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff this year. And it's all new to us. With the self film and stuff.
Yep. I think for me, the reason I wanted to start the podcast the most, just because when hunting season's over, it's never over for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm constantly still talking,
and we're still in the woods.
Yeah, constantly still talking, constantly still scouting. So it's really never over. But having the podcast and us being able to get together, one day a week and just talk about hunting nonstop, kind of like we do now.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the plan, and then just to share some of our stories and continue to build more knowledge and kind of just become more successful on shooting older age class and bigger class deer.
We got April coming up.
Yep.
So
turkey season's right around the corner. I've not really been much of a turkey hunter.
Me either.
Myself.
We never shot one, so we're gonna try this year and with our bows. I don't know if we're gonna go with guns or bow. I want to take one out with my bow.
I like to take one out with my bow. This will be my first year. This will be my first year, really, for me, turkey hunting.
Yeah, my dad's got a few turkeys with his bow, and so I want to try.
Yep.
To take one out with my bow, and
we're gonna be Devin let us go out there in his 100 acres or whatever.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Maybe he'll let us take one.
We have a lot of turkeys over there on
that 7 or 8 acres. We got quite a bit of turkeys over there.
Oh, we really? We got like 20 that rolled like together.
Yeah, they all roost in the tree right over top of the river.
Kind of already got it down pat.
Pieces at. Yep. So, yeah, turkey season's gonna be fun, and I'm excited. Like I said, for the warm weather and all the bow shoots and stuff. That's kind of what I'm excited for.
It's gonna be here soon.
Yeah.
Like we're already out shooting our bows.
It's right around the corner, man. Michigan stays cold for a long time, so seems like it takes forever for the winters to get over here. But no, I'm excited about the whole podcast stuff and starting this, and just kind of seeing where it goes and where it takes off too. But just nice to be able to
be on there,
sit down one day a week and just talk about hunting and, like I said, share our stories and just if you guys have anything you
want to say in the comments, just.
We'll be posting this on our YouTube channel. Then obviously we'll be doing like short clips on when we get a TikTok set up.
Yep.
But right now you'll be able to see us watch us on YouTube, and then eventually, as we get going, hopefully we'll have them on Spotify and Apple Podcast.
Yep.
So
there's a podcast one?
Apple Podcast.
Yep,
and then Spotify, which you'd be able to tune into both of those, and
that's pretty cool.
I think they can watch those, or I think they can listen to those.
Yeah, it's like
live,
like an audiobook, or
I believe they can listen to those live.
All right.
Or I think maybe they can. I don't know.
I think it might be just like an audiobook.
I guess we'll find out in
in
a couple weeks once we post it. But no, it's definitely nerve wracking starting the podcast,
but it's exciting too.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. So. This is actually, we'll talk about this too. This is a shed that Blaine found here in Michigan.
Yep.
Never found the other side, but kind of a crazy story.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it a little bit.
Me and my dad, we went fishing, and I don't know, we went fishing about, it was like in the evening around like 3 p.m. and we came back. We fished about maybe 2 hours, and we came back, and I can't remember, when was it? It was... was it February?
No, I can't remember if it was February or might have been March.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was probably like beginning of March or so.
So we were just driving, and my dad come around this corner, and right on the side of the road, this buck was standing, and this rack was up on its horns, and right when we got about like 100 feet from the deer, he just shakes this horn right off, the antler right off.
Shedded right in the road.
Right in front of us. Dropped it. My dad goes past and like, Dad, that deer just dropped his antler right in the road.
Turn back around.
On the side of the, kind of on the side of where the bikes.
Yeah, it's a nice shed, and that thing's got some mass to it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's got some good.
But it's just crazy.
And
you just drive past the spot, and the deer's just standing right in the bike lane, and just shed just falls right off its head.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool little story, Bob.
Yeah, it's pretty. It was a pretty cool story, man.
Yeah, and then hopefully. I'm excited, like you said again. I'm excited for some of the self-filming this year we're going to be doing. We'll be doing some early doe season hunting.
We'll have a lot of our videos on YouTube too. This will probably be separate from that, but we'll have a channel for our self-filming videos. Early doe hunts and Ohio hunt, everything like that. So
kind of just separate the two. But
it'll be exciting.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a blast for sure.
I know we keep saying that, but.
I'm excited most for Ohio, but
I mean the podcast is new to us, and hunting in Ohio is new to us too. So
yeah, it's gonna be a blast.